Hey, everybody, welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place to be for tips, tools, and strategies, and everything that you need to build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Friday. That means it is Tech Life Weekly, where we will discuss all things tech and media and social media happening in and around the world today. So, to get us started, Terry is out on vacation, taking some well deserved rest. And so I am filling in. TJ will be in a little bit later. So, let's talk about what's happening this week in tech history. Woo, it's a good day today. How is your day going? All right, here we go. So, July 21st, 1999, Apple introduces the iBook laptop. It is the first mainstream computer designed and sold with built in wireless networking. Our next story, July 22nd, 1980, representatives from an IBM facility in Boca Raton, Florida, where a small group of engineers were secretly developing the IBM PC, meet with Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer of Microsoft to discuss licensing software and operating system for the still developing PC. Not having an operating system to offer IBM, Microsoft will eventually buy the rights to QDOS 86 DOS from Seattle Computing Products, which they in turn licensed to IBM as PC DOS and later licensed to PC clone makers as MS DOS. This alliance between IBM and Microsoft forms one of the most dominant platforms in the history of computing, which goes on to crush nearly all other PC platforms in the 1980s and 90s. Ironically, this platform nearly crushes IBM itself as they lost control of the platform to PC clone makers and Microsoft. July 23rd, 1903, Ford sells its first Model A car to Ernest Fenning of Chicago, Illinois. This was Henry Ford's third attempt at creating a company that manufactured cars, incorporating just over a month earlier. The initial $28,000 investment was down to $300 before his first Model A was sold. However, it was the Model T that solidified Ford's standing in automotive history. That's not bad for, uh, the uh, the initial investment was 28,000 and then it went down to 300. That's not bad at all. $300. July 23rd, 1985, Commodore introduces its Amiga personal computer, also known as the Amiga 1000 or A1000, featuring a multitasking windowed operating system, color graphics, and stereo, among other features. It was ahead of its time. The Amiga developed a loyal user following that remained strong even as the PC market became increasingly consolidated between the dominant IBM compatible PCs and Apple Macintosh computers. In 1994, Byte magazine would write, the Amiga was so far ahead of its time that almost nobody, including Commodore's marketing department, could fully articulate what it was all about. Today, it's obvious that the Amiga was the first multimedia computer, but in those days it was derided as a game machine because few people grasped the importance of having advanced graphics, sound, and video. July 24th, 1950, the first successful rocket launch occurs at Cape Canaveral. The rocket, Bumper 8, was a captured German V 2 modified with a U.S. Army corporal second stage. Cape Canaveral's location in the southeast is an ideal site for rocket launches in the United States. By launching eastwards, rockets are able to take advantage of the linear velocity of the Earth's rotation. This velocity is greatest toward the equator, making the southern United States preferable. And by launching towards the ocean, away from populated areas, safety downrange from the launch is maximized in case of problems. July 25th, 2008, Sirius and XM merger was approved. The FCC approves the merger of the two satellite radio companies, Sirius and XM. July 26, 1963, SYNCOM-2, the world's first geosynchronous satellite, is launched. SYNCOM-1 was intended to be the first geosynchronous satellite, but an electronics failure rendered the satellite inoperable during the ascent to orbit. And July 27th, 1981, about 2 weeks before IBM begins shipping the first IBM PC, Microsoft buys the full rights to the operating system 86-DOS, formerly known as QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System, from the Seattle Computer Products for $50,000. Microsoft had previously paid $25,000 to SCP for a non-exclusive license in December 1980. In order to begin porting the operating system to the IBM PC, which used the Intel 8088 processor, Microsoft renamed 86-DOS to MS-DOS and licensed it to IBM as PC-DOS. SCP would later sue Microsoft, claiming fraud because Microsoft did not reveal IBM as a licensee. The case was settled in SCP's favor and for $1 million, a fraction of the annual revenue Microsoft was receiving from MS-DOS and PC-DOS. July 28, 1981, IBM introduces their System 23 Data Master desktop computer, only 2 weeks before they introduced their IBM PC. Geared towards small businesses for use as a word processor and data processor, the computer was designed to be set up by end users without the need of a computer specialist. While now a footnote in history, the importance of the Data Master is that many of the team members that developed it were reassigned to the secret IBM PC project. Much of the knowledge they acquired working on the Data Master went into developing the IBM PC as quickly as possible. For example, the choice of the Intel 8088 processor in the IBM PC was based on the team's familiar with the team being familiar with the similar Intel 8085 processor used in the Data Master. Do we have any questions? And I'm going to pull up another story here. All right. So some news from Tech Brew today in the Tech Brew edition. The U.S. and European consumers agree on AI concerns. Another story: Microsoft and Google's AI fixation adds up to better than expected earnings, and Microsoft's Xander gets out of political ads. So the US and Europe might be far apart when it comes to how and when to regulate artificial intelligence. But according to the new data from Morning Consult, Consumer sentiment in both regions is more or less aligned. Surveys conducted in the US, France, and Germany, Italy, Spain, and the UK in June and July highlighted consumer apprehension. Only 32% of US consumers between 26% and 35% of European consumers said they believe AI technologies could be easily controlled. Regulatory efforts are popular with a majority of consumers, 55% of the US consumers, and 58 to 66% of European consumers supported heavy government regulation of AI development. Okay, 5 tips for creating, I think this is an ad, let me look. Creating a successful digital transformation strategy. All in on AI equals money. The race between Google and Microsoft to commercialize the latest AI advances still dominated the company's earnings calls this week, and both outperformed analyst expectations. Executives and analysts mentioned the term AI at least 90 times in the course of Alphabet's hour-long broadcast. There were 19 in the same quarter's transcript last year, while Microsoft call included more than 70 references to the technology. The continued focus on the tech comes as Microsoft invests in generative AI, including a blockbuster partnership with OpenAI to fuel growth in its Azure cloud services, Office software suite, and newly reinvigorated Bing search engine. Google, meantime, is positioning its competing Bard chatbot to defend its place as the dominant name in search and make it easier for advertisers to create and target messaging. While quarter two earnings and revenue reported by each company surpassed predictions from analysts polled by Zacks Investment Research, investors seems to have picked a clear favorite in post-earnings trading. Alphabet stock rose about 6% the day after the news, while Microsoft dipped around 4%. Apolitical ads. Xandr, the ad tech platform acquired by Microsoft in 2021, is getting out of political advertising this year. The company has updated its political advertising policy page, forbidding ads for election-related content, including election canvassing and election polls, political parties, candidates, and ballot measures. It also has outlined other types of political advertising that aren't allowed, like fundraising for political candidates, parties, PACs, and ballot measures. Clients were informed of the change in an email, which also announced updated policies that restrict or disallow advertising around topics including alcohol and gambling in specific markets, as well as tobacco and vaping. Changes go into effect in September and October. Microsoft-owned LinkedIn also prohibits political ads, according to its advertising policy website. And as Google and Meta have cracked down on political advertising, both companies announced restrictions on targeting, including political affiliation in recent years. Many political advertisers have turned to the open web and programmatic advertising to reach voters. Jake Sticka, a partner at the political ad agency Rising Tide Interactive that uses Xandr, told Marketing Brew that, among other things, platforms that accept political advertising have to be prepared to ensure that the folks running the ads are legitimate advertiser. And I understand that there is work that goes into that. As for why platforms are cracking down on political advertising, he said, it could be because they don't want to be in a position where they are refereeing between the accuracy of the ads that are running and the political environment in general. Let's see, we have stats up to 50.5%, up to 50.5%. That's how much the advertised range of a Tesla EV can drop in cold weather, Reuters reported, citing data from the Korea Fair Trade Commission. Okay. It seems as if he's going to build a grab bag of different functions and ram it through the user base. This is a tech regarding tech entrepreneur Chris Messina to the New York Times on Elon Musk's attempt to turn Twitter or X or whatever into an everything app. Okay, so cool summer tech. Electric excursion, eyeing an EV, news keeps dropping that makes the switch seem sound. 7 automakers, GM, Honda, and BMW, are teaming up to drop 30,000 chargers across North America in 2024. And this was reported by ARS Technica. The information, Shine is gunning for Amazon. The information reported that Shine, SHEIN, the Singapore-based fashion e-commerce outlet, most recently in the news for hiring influence to paper over allegation of human rights abuses and environmentally damaging practices, is trying to recruit U.S. brands that are already big on Amazon and Shopify. Part of its plan to transform into an online everything store. As consumers, perhaps we should be asking if it should be possible to receive a shirt by mail for $4. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see, let me go back to my article over here. Let's see. Let's see what you all have. What tech are you all using today that you discovered over the past few weeks that has been working well for you? All right. So I am going to do the story for TJ today. Let's get with the social media news this week. I'm stepping in for TJ. So, Microsoft's Bing Chat comes to Chrome and Safari in tests for select users. Microsoft's AI chatbot Bing Chat is coming to non-Microsoft browsers. The company confirmed following various reports of the AI chat being spotted in other browsers like Google Chrome and Apple's Safari. The expansion will make Microsoft's ChatGPT like AI chatbot available to a broader set of users, as it was previously available to consumers only within Microsoft products, like Bing's mobile app and Microsoft Edge browser. We are fighting access to Bing Chat, Safari, and Chrome. We are flighting access to Bing Chat and Safari and Chrome to select users as a part of our testing on other browsers, said Microsoft Director of Communications, Caitlin Rolston, in an emailed statement. We are excited to expand access to even more users once our standard testing procedures are complete. In addition to adding support for Chrome and Safari, Bing Chat appears to be testing a native dark theme too, but it is not yet broadly available. The next story. OpenAI's ChatGPT app is now available for Android. OpenAI debuted the Android version of its ChatGPT app on Tuesday. The app's rollout follows the iOS's app's debut in May, which marked the first time it was available outside of OpenAI's website. The app syncs user history across devices and enables voice input, and users can ask the chatbot for instant answers to questions, guides, or advice, creative inspiration, summaries, and drafts of email or presentations, and more. But take away any chatbot answers with a grain of salt. The AI model can sometimes be wrong or misguided since it is trained on internet data. The Android app is available in the US, India, Bangladesh, and Brazil. OpenAI plans to expand availability over the next week. Our next story, WhatsApp launches video messaging. WhatsApp is now allowing users to record and send video message, Meta announced. The messages are similar to voice messages that are already allowed, with users being able to record up to 1 minute of video and send it to their contacts. Users were already able to send video files to contacts, but the new feature allows people to record directly within the app, which facilitates encrypted communication. Artifact adds AI text-to-speech voices, including Snoop Dogg and Gwyneth Paltrow. Artifact is launching an AI-powered text-to-speech feature in partnership with Speechify that will allow Artifact users to listen to news articles read aloud. The feature won't just offer a robotic-sounding voice as some other text-to-speech engines provide, but will instead include a variety of natural-sounding voices that can be customized by selecting different accents and audio speeds. Two celebrity voices, Snoop Dogg and Gwyneth Paltrow, are also available. To access the new features, Artifact users will tap the play button now on the bottom of the bar of any article. They can then select the voice, accent, and speed to start listening. From a slider, you can adjust the speed as slow as 0.1x or as fast as 4.5x, though most will opt for something more reasonable. The app will allow you to continue to browse the news while the article you're listening to continues to play in the background. The company says that this will make it easier to use Artifact to catch up on the news while you're working out, commuting, or doing chores, for example. How many of you would use Artifact, or are you using Artifact? All of the 30 plus voices are free to use, and there's no plan to charge. Artifact notes, while they are only available in English language for the time being, users can choose from accents like the UK, Australia, Nigeria, and South Africa. Though Paltrow and Snoop Dogg are the only official celeb voices, there are other fun voices to choose from. For instance, one voice was dubbed Mr. President, sounds like Obama, while Dwight is meant to resemble Dwight Schrute from The Office. The new voices are now one of many AI-powered additions that have arrived in the news app since its February 2023 public launch. Okay, now we're going to talk about a story from TikTok. TikTok can now post text-only content, a departure for the social media app known for its short videos. The new format has been the latest change to the social media landscape after Twitter rebranded itself as X, and Meta introduced the new text-based social media app Threads this month. With text posts, we're expanding the boundaries of content creation for everyone on TikTok, giving the written creativity we've seen in comments, captions, and videos a dedicated space to shine, the company's blog post said. The feature allows users to post without background visuals, such as videos or for photos, for which TikTok is known. There did not appear to be a separate name for the text post feature. Before the new format was introduced, users could type text over video and image post, as well as in captions and comments. Some people would create their own text-only posts by sharing screenshots of text-focused content from outside of TikTok, including from other social media apps and text message conversations. The TikTok posts can be customized the same way that video and photo posts are, using music, background colors, and stickers. People can also tag other users and add hashtags. Text posts can be up to 1,000 characters long, a TikTok spokesperson said in an email. The app will continue to limit video descriptions to 2,200 characters and comments to 150 characters, the company says. All right, let's talk about Threads. Meta's Threads app is rolling out a following feed. Meta's text-based social network Threads is rolling out one of the most requested features after its launch, a following feed. The company has also announced the ability to see posts you've liked in your settings, which will be available soon. You're able to either hide or show the For You and following feeds by tapping on the Threads icon at the top of the app's screen. In addition, the update includes new categories to sort your activity feed, allowing you to filter by follows, quotes, and reposts, and a new follow button on your followers list to easily follow other accounts back, Instagram told TechCrunch. Plus, users with private accounts can now approve follow requests in one go with a new approve all option. Soon, users will also gain the ability to see posts that they've liked in their settings. In a post on on his Instagram channel, Mark Zuckerberg said that the company is adding translations features as well. Threads started rolling out an option for a chronological feed of only people you're following and added translations too. More to come. This was written by Mark Zuckerberg. Users will need to be on the latest version of the Threads app to get these new features. However, because this is a gradual rollout, you may not see the new feature or the other options immediately. And that is your week in social media history. Does anyone have any questions or anything? This is going to be a short version of Tech Life Weekly, but we want to say thank you for tuning in today. And we'd like to invite you to become a part of the BizChicks community. You can do so by join the BizChicks community by texting biz to 33777, or you can follow us at bizchicks.net and sign up there. There's no cost to do so. We're happy to do everything that we can to help you build a profitable business that's fun to run. And next Monday, I do believe, is First Monday, so we're going to be having our First Monday meetup. Oh, nope, not quite First Monday yet. That's the 31st. So we'll talk more about the First Monday that's coming up in August. So thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back here on Monday with coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations. We thank you for being a part of the BizChicks community. We look forward to helping you take the hassle out of your hustle so that you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. We look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Thank you for joining in, everybody watching live, or those on, let's see, Dr. Tachi, are you in the room? on Clubhouse. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you again really, really soon. Have a wonderful weekend.